Hey guys, my name is Peter,
I'm Kelly.
and this is a channel about relationships and intimacy, how to grow and bond spiritually, mentally, physically, all sorts of ways.
We're really interested in helping people understand relationships as an opportunity for spiritual development and personal growth, especially in this modern age. So we're going to be exploring, and we do explore things that make relationships in this time unique. What tools do we need to really be able to connect deeply with ourselves and as well as with other people, and how do we create relationship structures that work in our modern world, as well as towards potentially a better world, a more sustainable world where people feel more connected to one another and to the earth that we're on. So we're really excited to explore some of these topics and to ask some of these big questions. I'm coming from a background as a somatic intimacy and relationship coach, where really working at the level of the body to help integrate things that are stuck in our bodies and our tissues, habits, patterns, ways of thinking that we embody, and I work to help people release some of those things and move towards the future that they really want and the relationships that they really want. And Peter's coming from a slightly different background in this work.
My background is more individualized self-inquiry, so you can call that the spiritual path or the spiritual tradition. I did grow up Catholic and have a background in the church. And while I don't consider myself a Catholic or follow any particular religion, I did have a good start in, you could say, that pursuit as a child, wondering what spirituality is all about. What is God, or who is God? Who am I? These are all the questions that I've asked throughout my entire life, accompanied by this deep desire to know, and the sadness of longing for a deeper understanding of life. And that's taken me on some quite interesting paths, and basically along the path that led me to Kelly. And so now that I've met her and she introduced me to her work, I'm very much excited to explore how relationships are relationships, and helping other people in their intimacy can open up the door for us to explore new depths and then share how we got there. So that's basically what we're doing on this channel, and that's what we do for our clients. And we're learning every day new techniques and new ways to share these doorways, you could say, these gatekeeping understandings of ourself and each other that allow us to get into deeper, more fulfilling sense of self and other.
Yeah, so we'll really be exploring. We'll be talking a lot about our own journey in our relationship and other relationships that we've experienced. So it's going to be it's a personal inquiry, personal exploration. As much as we'll be giving expert advice, we're also going to be really vulnerably sharing what we're experiencing and going through and experimenting with, and hope that it helps some of you on your paths and your journey towards fulfilling love and life.
I feel like that's been a big part of my self-inquiry and helping other people in one-on-one work, is to admit to the human aspect of feeling, and we're all in this together. And it's a shame, and yet perfectly orchestrated, that we do have these blocks against sharing these human things, because then that allows us to see the blocks and allows us to know the makeup of them and see what traumas we've been through as children, and then eventually break them down and see what the other side looks like. So on the one hand, it's sad that we have the blocks and the social structures that keep us from being true to ourselves and true to other people. But on the other hand, you can alchemize and use those stucks, I call them, those sticky components of the psyche in our experience, to really transform into something that could be quite beautiful. So we're very excited to bring you on this journey. We don't have quite a one-way path that we're going, but we're exploring like everybody else, and that's the beauty of the whole thing.
Absolutely. I think sometimes, especially in relationships, we get the idea from Disney movies and Hollywood and romantic books, all these things that we're kind of supposed to know how to do it all. But we actually don't really get a lot of help in how to really be vulnerable and open with ourselves and with each other along the way. So that's part of why we're drawn to this work, is to really undo the myth of if two people are totally meant to be together, they'll just know each other perfectly and everything will flow great. A lot of why we relate and why we're so drawn to relationships is that they actually bring out some of this deeper work that we need to do through the reflection of the other. So you can choose to meet those resistances, those blocks, those triggers, and decide, oh no, I'm just gonna move away from that. Or you can choose, oh, this is a place, so it's coming up for me to work on. And that's what we see as really a path to spiritual development, personal growth, and really coming into wholeness. And so relationships can be fiery containers, but very potent opportunities for growth. And we want to help more people understand that and understand themselves more and get the tools they need to really go and be successful on this journey.
So welcome to the channel. Explore the videos as they come up, and if you have any questions, comments, leave one below at any time. And we're happy that you're here.
And subscribe, right? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? That's what the kids are doing these days? I don't know where it is. You can subscribe wherever the button is.
Some people say don't do it. They like us, they like us. So,
okay, you can cut that part out.
Thanks, guys.